next thing that I get asked a lot about is immigration. It's a hot topic these days. And again, I feel uniquely qualified to talk about it. Why? Because I grew up in Southern California. And I know what happens when you allow illegal immigrants get a foothold in your state. It's a huge drain on the government and on the people in every aspect. In the education department, in the prison system, in the medical system, everywhere it goes, it affects. I like Mexican Americans. I like all immigrants. Illegal immigrants, I got a problem with. Because the rule of law is the glue that holds this country together. And if you start to ignore the rule of law, then the country starts to fall apart. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the federal government attacking a state for coming up with its own immigration policy because the federal government has abdicated its responsibility to secure its citizens. It's crazy. It makes no sense. But the last time we saw stuff like this happening was a precursor to the Civil War. These were the signs. State sovereignty versus the federal government. And that's what we're starting to see. And that's wrong in this country where we're all Americans. And all you need to do to solve that problem, in my opinion, we don't have an immigration problem. We have a border security problem. Secure the borders to the south and to the north. Patrol them with our military if you have to. Set up an e-verification system that's required by all employers. The system already works. It's just not mandatory. Type in a social security number and within 3 seconds you know whether or not that person is legal to work in the United States. The jobs disappear for illegal immigrants and they go home. The next thing is, I do not agree with rewarding illegal activity with amnesty. And it's the dirty little secret in Washington. The Democrats don't want to secure the borders. Why? Because they want to sign up 10 to 20 million new Democrats with amnesty. And the Republicans don't want to secure the borders. Why? Because they're loving the cheap labor. So it doesn't get done. It hasn't gotten done since I've been old enough to vote. And the problem has continued to exist till we've gotten to the point where when we can no longer afford to support this, here we sit. My wife had a great analogy. She said, you know, we like to take care of all these other countries in the world. We like, you know, it's just we're very compassionate. But the problem is, it's like you're on an airline. When the mask drops down, they tell you to put it on your own face first because you are of no help to anyone else if you are passed out. And that's where we're at. We're broke. And we're continuing to spend billions and billions and billions of dollars on projects and programs that we just simply cannot afford.